your chickens are eating $40 bags of corn and soy every 2 weeks. And there's a protein source sitting in your compost pile right now that's twice as nutritious, costs nothing to produce, and chickens will literally knock you over to get. Black soldier fly larvae, 50% protein. Corn is 9%. Soy is 37%. These larvae contain more essential amino acids than fish meal, more calcium than any grain, and they grow on kitchen scraps you're throwing away. Chickens have been eating insects for 60 million years. They've been eating corn-based feed for about 70. Guess which diet they evolved on? And here's the part that should make you furious. You've never heard of this. The feed industry has convinced you that bagged grain is the only way to feed chickens. Meanwhile, black soldier fly larvae can completely replace soybean meal, proven in multiple university studies, and you can produce them at home for free. This isn't experimental. This is documented, researched, FDA approved for certain uses, and deliberately kept quiet because it threatens a $100 billion industry. The numbers that don't lie. Black soldier fly larvae contain 40–63% crude protein depending on what you feed them. Let that sink in. Corn has 9% protein. Soybeans have 36–40%. Even fish meal, the gold standard protein supplement, maxes out around 60–65%. But protein isn't the whole story. These larvae contain the right amino acids. A 2022 study comparing BSFL to soybean meal and fish meal using broiler chicks found that BSFL protein quality matched fish meal and exceeded soy when amino acids were balanced. The fat content is 35–40%, mostly in the form of lauric acid, the same antimicrobial fatty acid found in coconut oil. This isn't junk fat. Chickens fed BSFL produce eggs with deeper yellow yolks and higher omega fatty acid content. Calcium? 6%. Corn has essentially zero. Soy has 0.3%. Black soldier fly larvae deliver more calcium per gram than any grain-based feed, which means stronger eggshells without needing oyster shell supplements. A 2025 systematic review covering studies from 2008–2025 concluded that BSFL can replace 50–100% of soybean meal in poultry diets with no negative effects on growth, egg production, or meat quality. In some trials, feed conversion ratios improved, meaning chickens gained more weight per pound of feed consumed. Why this feed source has been buried. In 2015, the FDA stated clearly, FDA does not believe the use of insect protein ingredients can meet the standard for being GRAS, generally recognized as safe. Translation: banned for most uses in the United States. Not because it's unsafe. Black soldier fly larvae don't concentrate pesticides or mycotoxins. They don't carry diseases to chickens. Multiple studies show zero health risks when larvae are raised on clean substrates. The FDA's position? Insect protein would require food additive approval to be legally used as an ingredient in animal food. At this time, no food additive approvals have been issued for use of any type of insect material as an ingredient for any purpose in animal foods. Except that's not entirely true anymore. In 2018, the FDA approved BSFL for use in salmonid fish feed. In 2016, AFCO approved dried psiffle raised on feedstock composed exclusively of feed-grade materials for salmon and trout. Notice the restriction: feed-grade materials. That means you can't raise larvae on food waste, kitchen scraps, or manure, the exact substrates that make psiffle economically viable and environmentally sustainable. You have to feed the larvae expensive feed-grade inputs, which defeats the entire purpose. Europe has similar restrictions. You can use BSFL in animal feed, but not if raised on most forms of organic waste. The regulations ensure that insect farming remains expensive, niche, and economically uncompetitive with industrial corn and soy. This isn't about safety. Chickens have been eating insects off manure piles since chickens existed. This is about protecting the grain industry. Corn and soy farmers rely on livestock feed as their primary market. If millions of backyard chicken keepers start producing their own protein from kitchen waste, who's buying the $40 feed bags? What makes BSFL different from every other insect? Black soldier flies aren't houseflies. They're not disease vectors. Adult black soldier flies don't even have functional mouthparts. They can't eat, can't bite, can't contaminate food. They live for about a week, mate, lay eggs and die. They're not pests. The larvae eat literally anything organic. food scraps, coffee grounds, overripe fruit, vegetable peels, expired grains, even manure, though that's where regulations get restrictive. They convert this waste into biomass with shocking efficiency. Studies show BSFL can reduce organic waste mass by 50–80% while converting it into high-quality protein. A properly managed larvae bin produces 145 grams of dry prepupae per square meter daily. That's nearly a third of a pound of pure protein per day from a bin the size of a laundry basket. The larvae self-harvest. When they're ready to pupate, they crawl out of the compost looking for a dry place to transform. You build a ramp leading from your larvae bin to a collection bucket. The larvae march themselves into the bucket. You scoop them out and feed them to chickens. Zero labor beyond initial setup. The setup nobody wants you to know about. You need a container. Plastic tote. 5-gallon bucket. Old trash can. Anything with drainage holes in the bottom so liquid can escape. Fill it with bedding wood chips, coconut coir, shredded cardboard. Add your starter culture of larvae. You can buy these online from US suppliers like EnviroFlight or Grubbly Farms for about $20, or you can attract wild black soldier flies by leaving food scraps in a bucket outside during warm months. They'll find it. Feed the larvae your kitchen scraps. They'll eat it, grow fat, and within 2 to 3 weeks, start crawling out to pupate. Attach a ramp to your bin. Put a collection container at the end of the ramp. Harvest larvae daily. Once established, this system is self-sustaining. You're already generating kitchen scraps. The larvae eat them. The chickens eat the larvae. The cycle costs nothing except the initial $20 culture and maybe an hour of setup time. A single bin can produce enough larvae to supplement feed for a small backyard flock 4 to 6 chickens. Scale up to 3 or 4 bins with staggered feeding schedules, and you're producing significant protein year-round in any climate where temperatures stay above 70°F. Why the grain industry hates this? The U.S. livestock feed industry is worth over $30 billion annually. Corn and soy farmers depend on this market. When backyard chicken keepers were a niche hobby, nobody cared. But backyard poultry ownership has exploded. Millions of households now keep chickens. If even 10% of those households stopped buying commercial feed and started producing their own protein, that's hundreds of millions of dollars in lost revenue per year. This is why regulations focus on substrate restrictions. You can use BEFL, technically, but only if you raise them on expensive feed-grade inputs that cost more than just buying commercial feed. The regulation isn't designed to ensure safety. It's designed to ensure insect farming remains economically unviable for small producers. The research is clear. The safety data exists. Black soldier fly larvae are approved for fish feed, approved in parts of Europe, actively used in commercial poultry operations in Asia. The barrier isn't scientific. It's regulatory capture. Companies are allowed to sell you $40 bags of genetically modified corn and soy treated with herbicides. But you're not allowed to feed your chickens protein you grew yourself from vegetable scraps in your backyard. Make that make sense. What you can do right now. For personal backyard use, regulations are murky. The EFTA regulates commercial feed. AFCO regulates feed sold across state lines. What you produce and use on your own property falls into a gray zone that nobody actively enforces. If you're keeping chickens for personal egg production, not selling eggs commercially, there's no federal law preventing you from raising black soldier fly larvae on kitchen scraps and feeding them to your flock. You're not manufacturing feed. You're letting chickens eat insects, like they've done for 60 million years. Start small. 1 bin. $20 for a starter culture. Feed it your kitchen waste for a month. When larvae start self-harvesting, give them to your chickens. Watch what happens. Chickens will mob you for black soldier fly larvae. They will ignore their expensive commercial feed and fight each other for larvae. Because chickens aren't stupid. They know what food they evolved to eat. Does this mean you abandon commercial feed entirely? Not necessarily. BSFL work as a supplement, especially during molting season when hens need extra protein to regrow feathers. A handful of larvae daily can cut your feed costs by 30–40%. Scale up as much as your waste stream supports. 3 bins producing larvae in rotation can significantly reduce feed dependency. Add in fodder, kitchen scraps, and pasture access, and your feed bill approaches zero. The knowledge isn't hidden. It's just not advertised. You can find BSFL starter cultures online right now. University extension programs publish guides on setting up larvae bins. The research proving their nutritional value is public and peer-reviewed. The feed industry doesn't want you to know this because every pound of larvae your chickens eat is a pound of bagged feed you didn't buy. But you know now. Sometimes the best chicken feed isn't in a bag. It's in the system you build yourself, using waste you're already producing, raising protein that's nutritionally superior to anything sold in stores, for free.